Hi guys, and welcome back. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who visited my homepage, who clicked on this link here for this course, and who donated a few very generous people actually donated $10 US for this course, which is on my homepage. So I really do thank you. It was very touching to see how many people were interested in my course. And I'm not going to say the course's name because some people get offended by these things, and I might even blank it out, blur it. But if you go to my website, plucs.com, you'll be able to find it and watch a video on more information about it. But let's get back to the main topic for today's update video: how to position yourself as a top copywriter and what language you can use in your emails. And with this is also a call script. Essentially, it's a modified call script which works very, very well, but we'll get to that in a second. Right now, I'd like to talk about your email strategy. Now, on the left, you will find a Excel document, and there are numbers here. If you have a look here, I'm not going to show all of the numbers for each of these companies, but essentially what you do is you build a list of content marketing agencies, or whatever companies you want to target, really. I find the content agencies are the best ones for bulk work, but you can also slowly build up a portfolio of clients in specific industries where you work directly with them. I prefer to go for the big prize. That's just my personality. I also approach other businesses, but we'll get to that in maybe another video. Here is the actual script that you're going to email them. Now, the cool thing is that you don't really need to modify the script. I'll send it to you, and you can use it pretty much verbatim. However, I would recommend that you change these two companies here with companies that you have worked for in the past, and if you're just starting out, it would be very, very helpful to even do some free work with a big company. It's simply a matter of having that social proof, if you will, and also that the influence of authority. People recognize these names, and it grabs their attention, and it helps with credibility. Now, let's go over this template and why it works. Hi, I'd like to speak with whoever's in charge of content marketing. Like I said, this is a modified call script, and I've found that it works quite well when you do that. You take your call scripts and you modify them to be your email scripts as well. Because at the end of the day, we are social creatures, human beings. We speak to each other all the time. Writing is a rather new invention in the grand scheme of things. Literally in perhaps the past 5,000 years compared to who knows how many tens of thousands of years of spoken communication. So, just something to keep in mind. I'm wondering specifically, does your agency offer high-end content marketing services? Now, what am I doing here? And another reason why I'm reading this script out to you is to get into your head that, in a polite, gentle fashion, I'm not going to use a chisel to get into your head. I'm going to use maybe a feather. How exactly with a feather? Doesn't really matter. But essentially, you want to frame or position yourself as a high-end copywriter. It's these little simple things that many people overlook. I mean, you want to become a top copywriter, you should speak and act like you're a high-end copywriter. And that should really influence every word that you send to clients, and also every word of copy that you write for clients, for long-term clients and loyal clients. So let's continue with this in mind. This mindset should really influence and seep into every area of your professional life. But moving on. The reason I'm thinking about this, as a copywriter, I've built my career exactly writing high-end content for high-end clients. Repeat the word high-end. And if they don't work with high-end clients, I don't want to work with them. They don't have the money to provide me with a high-end contract. So, high-end clients, maybe list a few. If you don't have them, get them. Guest posting. It's very rare that someone will reject something for free if you position it in a certain way, even if you write it for them. And if it's money, they'll put it on their blog. They are likely to. This is maybe a little bit of patience would be required, but essentially, you need to get this. It's very important, and obviously you can't lie about it. Are you able to, this is important, are you able, not would it be possible, or would you like to, no, again, we're positioning ourselves, and you have to speak with a certain amount of confidence, like, I can work for someone else and earn them a whole bunch of repeat business as well. We'll get into that in a second. Are you able to make some space on your team? Now, that's a very logical and practical thing. Make some space. Are you able to make some space? And of course they are. It's a physical thing. I'm not asking for their opinion. I'm telling them, are you able to make some space? Like, you have a table. Can you make some space for these boxes, these little boxes? Can you make some space on your team for a high-end copywriter? And of course they can. My content is tailored to secure repeat business. Now, that's important. My content is tailored to secure repeat business, which is what every business wants, really. You want to focus on what these content agencies specifically, what they want. Everybody wants a long-term client, repeat business, that peace of mind, that security. Now, you can possibly go into more detail about this. I prefer to leave that to their own imagination. Repeat business, the term itself, long-term contract, long-term client, loyal client, these terms for a business person evokes feelings of security. I believe it triggers these feelings, the word itself. Now let's move on to the final key piece. Without this email would not work at all. So maybe we can organize, in bold, mind you, maybe we can organize a simple trial article / copy project, because here I don't want to limit myself to only articles if they work strictly on copy, and vice versa. So I make a little leeway for that. A simple trial article, and also notice it is an actionable point. I'm telling them this is what we need to do for the next step. Copy project to find out whether the arrangement works out really well for both parties. Now, I was considering what word to use here. Originally, I had to see. Now, weak language. You write the first draft and you go through it, finding out how you can make it even better. So, not see. I experimented with the verbs judge, or to review, or find out. I thought, what do people want to do? Like, you go on an Easter egg hunt. You find something out. You go exploring. Careful use and careful selection of verbs. Very important. Whether the arrangement works out really well for both parties. So, notice the language I'm using, how I am structuring it, how I am framing that the arrangement works out really well for both parties. And people see this part here, and you don't want to make it too obvious like this. I've already used the formatting to highlight this point. This is what I want them to focus on. We can organize what to do, what actions to take. Underlining this is optional. I do it, but perhaps on second thought, this doesn't really add anything. So maybe limit the amount. I mean, it's optional. It's really optional because this does get their attention, but perhaps limit it as much as you can. I want their focus to be here, big names that I've worked with before, and here, what to do next. So you will get a copy of this script. I recommend, in fact, it's essential that you replace these companies with your own clients. And also, this is my voice, so maybe even change a few things, but keep the principles that I've shared in this video in mind. Now, to wrap things up, let me review everything from top to bottom. Get a virtual assistant. If you don't have one, that's my recommendation. Get a list of companies that you want to write content for. Then, find the emails. You want an email list. I call them directly, but you want to get an email list as well. So, get that information, then get the script that you modify with your own information, send them this email. And also with the final point, the subject, high-end content marketing. Now, I always advocate that you use general language in your subject line, and then more specific language in the body text. You're not going to tell the whole story in the subject. It should be short. It should be a bit mysterious. You know what I mean? High-end content marketing. Well, what is he? Is he someone that's a client? Is he potentially one of our clients who wants high-end content marketing? It's a little cheeky, but these are the subtle little, I wouldn't call them tricks, but the language, the structure of your language to get people's attention. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you got a lot out of this video, and really this video is about your frame of mind, but also something very specifically that you can do when you're prospecting, sending out emails. This is how you want to approach, your whole identity as a copywriter, as well as something specific that you can do to build this new identity if you don't have this in place already. So, if you enjoyed the video, please share the course with your friends on Facebook. That would mean all the world to me, and that's really how you show your appreciation for the course. And if you haven't done so already, give the course a good rating, because I really love making these videos for you guys, and with the high ratings comes the ability to make more videos like this. That's the way you say, hey, Jamie, I really like the course. You should keep on making these videos, these update videos. So, thanks again. Until next time, have a great day.